Right, guys, this is miraclexistetarot channel, and I will do another live reading. I hope you will enjoy it. Yeah, the title is You Create Your Own Universe, Friendly or Hostile. It's you who decides. And this is really the download that I got recently that really divine people have to concentrate on, focus on, okay? Right. Let's get to this. Let's get my... Yeah. I put up some YouTube channels on my community sites. I don't get anything for this advertisement. It's not really advertising, but these are channels that could help you with your spiritual development and growth. It could help you to understand what's really going on when you become divine, okay? And now I want to talk about when you are awakened, okay? Yeah, I'm sorry guys, I had a mosquito attacks last night, so I have mosquito bites all over my body. Sorry for that. If you can see that, I don't have any skin disease. I had a mosquito attack. I left my window open by accident last night. So what I want to say is, when you get awakened, you go through the dark night of the soul. When your third eyes get open and you will see what's going on really in a matrix, and you practically get torn out of the simulation of the matrix, so you will be able to see what is happening really, that we call awakening. That's when everybody in the matrix try to pull you back, okay? So everybody, your family, your friends, your lovers, or your children, or brother, sister, everybody. And that's when you go through really the dark night of the soul. That is really tough, because we lose people in our life, we have betrayals, we have all kinds of shitty things. But what is important, when you come out of the dark night of the soul, you have to alter your perception. You have to alter your thinking and create this 5D universe that is friendly, that is happy, that is, you can have everything in it. You have to create it with your mind, and in the same time protect this manifestation from these 3D people, because they will try to steal your blessing. I will explain how is it possible and what is really 5D, okay? When you have a 5D experience only spiritually awakened people can have. Every people can have, okay? When you shift into 5D, it doesn't mean on a 5D earth, doesn't mean you wake up, you open your eyes and you wake up in a perfect world. We are not there yet, okay? But you remain in the same world, but your body, your soul, your emotions, your mind will be on a higher vibration, so your perception will change. You will see your situation, your trials, your problems in a different angle than before. And you will have access to tools that will permit you to manifest almost instantly. So that's when karmic people will see divine people, oh, they have so much luck, they are so lucky, excuse me, because they have everything what they want, okay? you need to understand that at the moment 5D and 3D exist on side of each other, okay? So it is possible that you meet people who are still stuck in a 3D and you are already moving in a 5D. They might won't be able to approach you. They might won't be able to being part of your life because you vibrate so hard they can't able, that they just simply can't do it. Even if they try it, the only things they will get pissed off with this, with your energy. They won't be able to stay in your energy because they will be pissed off all the time. So they will naturally just go away from you. Do you understand? But at the moment, we are still living in a same space. And when you have a 5D experience, what's happening is you become, when you awaken, you become a kind of vortex, that it's like a loophole in a matrix. Do you understand? And during this vortex, the space and time will collapse. Okay? Space and time collapse. That's why the divine people are real patient. They say, okay, if it's not happening now, it will happen later. Doesn't matter. Because they understand that time is an illusion. They understand that space, everything is an illusion. That house, that money, that debt, sex, that power, everything is a 3D simulation. It's an illusion. So when you realize that, and you step into your higher self, you will move in a different dimension. You will live in a different dimension. In spite of that, when you go out from your house, when you get into your car, you drive, you meet people, those people might be in a 3D. Do you understand? So do not imagine that you will you disappear because you are awake and you are on a 5D. Now, we are not there yet. One day we will get there. But at the moment, we are not. Okay? Your responsibility is to heal yourself. And it's important, not just because you don't want to hurt other people, because when you heal your emotions will start vibrating on a higher level. When you heal your thinking, your mental, you will your brain, your mentality will vibrate on a higher level, and when it's happened, your body will transform. If you are sick, you will start healing yourself, even on a body level, not just psychologically. Do you understand? You will rewire practically your own DNA. Okay, I won't get into it. I put on a really good YouTube channel with Bruce Lipton. He used to be a scientist, and he talks about epigenetics. Okay, epigenetics is when you have a gene, you know that the gene can be turned on or off. Okay, while I won't explain everything. Well, most of you don't know what is it, but they analyze, they detect the gene in a special machine, and when they put when it becomes red, that means the gene is activated. Well, this Bruce Lipton explained that with epigenetics, practically an external effect, even if you're with your mind, you can cause that this gene is turned off or on. Do you understand? So that is just one thing. That is another part of the ascension, when your body can be transformed and vibrate on a higher level. So finally, on a 5D is not just your emotion, not just your spirit, not just your mental, but your body also. There are many spiritual people who experience a healing, even from really mortal diseases. Just look at Joe Dispenza, just go some of their gatherings. You can see people are talking about they healed from cancer, they healed from many kind of sickness. I do not want you to believe, how shall I put this? This is a very long process, so not everybody can reach it. So I hope you can do it also, but I'm not a doctor. I can't tell you that, promise you that you will heal. This is spiritually, this is what every spiritual teacher is teaching about the 5D, teaching about how all this transformation is going through. But this is a possibility that you will elevate yourself, you will get in an ascension on such a high level that your body is transformed, your genes, you are mentally totally control of your genes, because your mental state will alter your body. And if you say that I'm crazy, I'm talking about shit, there are many scientists who found, just look at the placebo effect, okay? There are scientists who are studying it, okay? And they can't explain it. There are many miracles that people heal some for they can't explain it how, and it exists, okay? I'm not talking about something shit, or I'm not schizophrenic, or some people say, or crazy. There are really scientists studying this. How is it possible? Well, this is how is it possible, but this is not an easy thing. You have to work really hard on yourself, and that's why I emphasize that the first step is to do healing on yourself. First, your emotions has to heal, your psyche, after your mind. And when your mind is healed, you can create the universe, you can create the life you want. You understand what you want. It doesn't mean you create that somebody else failed, that you want to create with your mind the revenge of somebody else. That is, honey, not 5D. That is not high vibrational. That is evil and 3D. Universe, God give you the power to create your universe, yours, not other people's. Do you understand? If you try to create other people's universe, you will ruin yours. Simple as that. But you have to focus on your own life. And I'm not talking to karmic people now, because I'm fed up with their energy. They come here on this channel, I refuse to listen to their energy. So what you need to do is come out, excuse me. Oh. You need to come out of this living in a past with these karmic people. That's what they want. That's what they want, that you ruminate, that you go back again and again and think about what's happened, what's going on, and you don't focus on your healing, you don't focus on your future, you don't focus on the universe, the life, what you want to create for yourself. You don't focus on your own healing on every level. Right, let's see what Spirit wants to say about this, okay? We have to stop focusing on karmic people and what they do, what they plan. We have to stop focusing on that. We have to focus on our ascension, okay? But in the same time, we have to protect it. We have to protect everything what we create, everything what is ours. We have to protect our children, everything and everybody who belongs to us. Do you understand? I talk about this many times on my video. Well, I'm coming from a Christian background, and the Bible says that there was a time for Israel that Jerusalem was attacked and all the wall was destroyed of Jerusalem. So what Jewish people did, they started to build the wall up so they could have the protection, but in the same time they had to attack if the enemy attacked. You understand? So they had to protect it. So you need to understand we are not 100% in a 5D yet. The 5D world the 5D earth is not separated yet. It's still stick together. The 5D and a 3D is like this at the moment, and a very slowly it's loosening up, trying to separate, but they are not separated yet. Do you understand? So what you have to do, like Israel and Jerusalem did, you build up your ascension, your new spiritual life, your new 5D life, but in the same time you are in God, so nobody can steal from you, nobody can take it away from you. You understand? You have to do the two things in the same time, and it's difficult, it's not easy, it's hard work, but it's worth it. Do you understand? You have to protect what you create. You have to protect your divinity. You have to protect everybody you love, and everybody is important for you, because these karmic negative energies try to snatch these things or these people from your life in the negative, in a karmic. You understand? And on a 5D, you can't carry people and things with you who are not vibrating on a high vibration. So if they steal your brother from you and your brother will vibrate on low, you will lose your brother. Do you understand? Because if you try to go back and save him and fight for him when it's too late, well, you will fall also. And you won't be able to stay with the 5D when the separation will happen. Do you understand? You will stay there instead of going here. So this is what's happening. That's what you need to understand right now, to stay optimistic, to stay positive, but in the same time, protect what is yours, protect your spiritual life, protect your chakras, protect everything, but do not become fearful, do not become paranoid that people are following you, people are gossiping about you, people are want you to fall, to go to a prison, blah 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 blah. They do this so you get stuck in a low vibrational thinking and fear. No, refuse it. Put it in the hand of God every day. Go and meditate. Ask your angels, your spirit team to go to different places a spirit show you in your intuition where they need to fix things in your life, because they are not on 5D level yet. So they have to go out and fix, so the manifestation can come on that area of your life, and to block every esoteric and etheric manipulations that people send on you to stop you. Do you understand? And after, leave it on your spiritual team, because they will deal with it, honey. You go back, remember Israel, the wall building up and protecting. You send out your spiritual team. After you come back, you continue healing. You continue purifying, cleansing yourself, your thoughts, your emotions, meditating. If you are sick, you meditating continuously on your healing, on you imagination. You imagine your body healed, you imagine your organ healed, and it's a process. It will happen. You have to make it a reality. And you have the power to bring this down on earth, to bring this down in your body, in your life, in your house, in your family, in your children, in your wife and husband's life. Do you understand? You have the power. Do not let these karmic people to take it away from you, and certainly do not serve it on a golden plate to them. Okay, this is not a spiritual teaching channel, so I get back to the reading. Okay, I just told you all that so you understand what is happening really in a spiritual realm and also the 3D level. Okay, on the earth we live. If you look around, all the spiritual teachers all over the world is teaching about this. Okay, Spirit, can I have cards for Divine Feminine, Divine Masculine, please? Okay. We have here magic. We have here many paths. We have here the rattle. We have here the shear. We have here the sacrifice. And we have here the drum. Well, this is when you realize magic symbolizes not only esoteric and etheric manipulation. It's like, well, don't think about straight away witchcraft and things like that. It can be metaphysic. It can be because you are awakened, you wake up on what is the reality, and it's really the manifestation, what you learn in a metaphysic, alchemic way, okay? After some people think it's witchcraft, no, excuse me, there are lots of techniques we can use, has nothing to do with witchcraft and magic. It's metaphysic, and most of them are scientific. So people mix up lots of things, while in magic they also use metaphysic laws and energies, not the same all the time. So you have to differentiate, okay? When you are religious and you pray and God answers your prayer, it's a manifestation. In a way, you can call it magic, you understand, but you are not a witch. So this one, magic, it's like we don't really have a human word for this. So manifestation, that is the word that is the closest. While they didn't write manifestation, but magic. And on top of that, I think this is a shamanic deck. Oracle cards. So yeah, so when you will step into this world, actually this will happen when you realize that you are not a part of the simulation of the matrix anymore. Well, some people say you are outside of the matrix. Some people say you become the matrix, okay? Because there is two perception in a spiritual teaching world. Some people teach that you step out of the matrix. In my opinion, and there are many spiritual teachers who agrees with me, you can't step out of the matrix, because everything, it's like a system that is created, and every dimension, every planet, every universe is in a matrix. So you can't step out of it, really. And there are different simulations in different planets, in different dimensions. So you can't, in my opinion, and there are many spiritual teachers out there who teach that, you can't really step out of the matrix. What you can step out of the simulation that the matrix provides your soul to evolve and become the part of the matrix. So you will obtain the knowledge to be able to control your own universe. Do you understand? So when you will have this kind of magic in your life, because you are awakened, and I'm not talking about witchcraft here again, then you will have many paths in front of you, okay? Many. And that is the problem, that some path will lead you on a dark side and some path will lead you on a light side. Do you understand? And when you choose your path, you have to really listen to your intuition, your spiritual teams, and also you have to purify your soul, your intention, so there won't be any anger, hate, revenge, and envy in it. Do not misunderstand. These are thoughts and emotions that every human experience. The difference is between divine and karmic person, that divine person can transmute these emotions and energies, step over it, heal themselves from it, and go away from it. Do you understand? This is actually some of your dark side that you shouldn't feed. You should feed your light side, so the dark side won't be dominant in your life, and that's when you become divine. So when karmic people give themselves to revenge, to hate, to envy, that they want what the other person has, and they give all their energy, their time, their money, their force, and everything, the persuasion of these energies or these desires. So they want to fulfill these wishes in their life. That is their aim. That's when they become evil and karmic. You understand? And that's why there are different paths. And you have to choose the right one, but because not all the path leads to the right place. Well, we have here sacrifice, the seer, drum, and rattle. Well, they have all different spiritual meanings, but the main thing is, for example, the sacrifice. What do you sacrifice in your life? You understand? Because when you're on a light side, you have to make sacrifice also. You have to sacrifice your ego. You have to sacrifice your own will and become one with God and universe. And after, follow your destiny, your path. You have to sacrifice your own will, because sometimes your destiny and your purpose of life is different what you imagined you will do. And I'm telling you, some of us already when we were younger, God showed us our destiny, and we say, no, I don't want, because I don't want all the negative things that comes with it. And after, God says, okay, just go through a few karmic cycles and you will see that you will end up wanting it. So that is a sacrifice. You have to give up what you want. You are made to be a spiritual teacher, but you want to be a healer. Well, sometimes you have both of the gifts, but it's just an example for you to understand. So you want to be a healer, or you want to be a musician, because you can produce such a beautiful music that it heals human soul, and that is your calling. And you do not want, because you want to be a spiritual teacher. Do you understand? And you force it on your destiny on that way. That's that you want to be a spiritual teacher, and you go that way, and it won't work. It won't work. You have to sacrifice your ego and what you wish. Your wish is to be a spiritual teacher, and you just try to create this future, and you just can see that it doesn't work. Or even if it works, even if you make lots of money with it, even if it works, you are not happy. Something is missing, because you are not on the right path. So that's when you have to sacrifice what you want to have, because, I don't know, you saw somewhere a spiritual teacher and you think it's cool and you want it, or I don't know why. But I'm telling you, when you give up fighting against your destiny and you step into it, it's a sacrifice. But when you make this sacrifice, you sacrifice your ego also, and finally step into that destiny that you will be a musician, for example, not a spiritual teacher, and you start walking in that path. I'm telling you, a little by little, you will realize you are happier and you are more satisfied. And my God, this is what you wanted to do all of your life. You will realize you are made for that, and you are the happiest and more satisfied and fulfilled in that path than on the other one. You understand? Even if the other one, you force some success in your life. Okay. Right. Let's see the other one. Spirit, give me the right message. Thank you for your presence. Oh, this card is really slippery. Oops. Yeah. Once more. Right. Can I have cards for Divine Feminine and Divine Masculine, please? Okay, we have here the crystals, amplification. We have here the Lodge, Council. We have here the altar, honoring. We have here the flute, expression. We have here Easter, emergence. Very interesting. Right. We have here the Lodge because you need to understand there is a spiritual council. Well, people call it different. The spirit of justice is part of it, okay? There is a kind of spiritual force that controls the universe, actually not just this universe, but many of the universes and many realities, okay? And there is a spiritual council, the decision that has made that everybody has to obey. So I don't care what entities, negative forces you work for, they will obey this council also. They are obliged because they are under the authority of this council. Okay, this you need to understand. This council is well, we can say it's neutral because you need to understand there is a reason why evilness exists. There is a reason why karmic people exist. There is a reason why there is resistance in your life and so much pain, so much horrible things exist. There is a spiritual reason for that. I won't get into this because there are books and books writing about this, so I can't give it to you in 40 minutes, okay? But you can learn about there are books about this, okay? These decisions that has made that will affect not just Earth, but every planet and the entire universe, okay? And we have here the crystals. But the crystals mean amplification. Here, I do not feel that this is a real crystal they're talking about. You need to understand we have a part in our body called pineal gland, and apparently some people think or scientific says there is some kind of tiny crystals in it also, but it has no importance. But your pineal gland behaves like a crystal, okay? They also behave like a kind of equipment or device that if it's activated, it can have a contact with this console. You understand? Some people say it's when everything becomes one, when you become one with the universe. Well, this is this console because you can tap into it, you know? And when you become one, when you are awakened, when you meditate, when you pray, and you become one with this spirituality, with this reality, you will become the part of this council. You will have done GEMINI downloads. You will know what is going on, what is the will of the council, what is going on in the universe, and how you can raise the vibration of the earth, everything, the plan, the wisdom, everything you get from here. Do you understand? And that's happened through this tiny little gland that is in your head, and that is the emitter, and that is the receiver. You receive and you emit. When you try to manifest the universe you want in your life, you send it out, you emit it into the universe, into this council also, through these crystals, your pineal gland. Yeah, it will emit all these desire, manifestations you want, everything what you want to create. And after, when the council will give the authorization, you can have it, you will have it, and it's coming back to manifest. Your pineal gland is what will receive it, and after it will materialize, okay? But you have to help with your thinking, your psyche, with your emotions, with your body, everything. Because if you don't transform your mentality about it, you won't be able to receive what the council wants to give you. Do you understand? Wow. Let's continue. We have here the altar, honoring. Well, again, don't think about shamanism or witchcraft, because altar is not necessary. Well, lots of people has altar for their ancestor and whatever. Well, people do that physically also. But this altar, what I'm talking about, is not really a physical altar. This is a spiritual one. This is a spiritual one. When you are religious, when you go too close to God, what do you do at first? You have a grateful heart. You worship God. You step into the place just before the altar. The altar is a place where you put your wishes, what you want to manifest in your life, and you give it to God. Do you understand? Well, that's what religious people do. After witches and shamans do different way. After there are other people who do believe in metaphysics and a scientific way. So they do again different way. But there is always spiritually a place, what we call an altar. Do you understand? Even if you are Christian, but it's a spiritual place where you bring your offering, your sacrifice, that is your worship, that is your thanksgiving, that is for Christian is like that. And after you can bring up what you want from God, what you want from universe. Well, it's different for witches. For witches, they do different things. Alchemists do different things again. Also, people who into metaphysics do different also, but spiritually the process is the same. We have the flute, expression. That is what universe wants you. It's very strange to understand, because all of us become one, okay? But in the same time, you have your own authenticity. And each of us are unique and authentic. And universe wants you to develop that. Universe wants you to express yourself, who you are. Because that will make universe richer. Do you understand? You have a capacity, each of you. There is so much riches in your universe. You don't need to steal other people's gifts. You don't need to steal other people's money and talents and say that, oh, I wish I would be like her or him, because you have your own. You have to only find it. And the only way to develop your true authentic self, who you are. But it requires courage, because often this authenticity is not accepted by social normals in a world. We have East emergence. Okay, sorry. Can I have more cards for East, please, Spirit? Because there's many energies there. I want all. Okay, they want all. Okay, East emergence is when something affects your universe negatively, suddenly, emergence, okay? I don't know, you have a car accident, you get a results from a doctor, you have cancer, or you have AIDS, or you have whatever. Do you understand? Something that hit you. Something emergence, okay? And what is the process, what you need to go through? We have 3 people. It says sustenance. We have buried in earth. Transference. It's transmuting. We have a journey, imagination. We have sea creatures, immersion. Ancestors, wisdom. So whenever this shocking news is coming, but you will learn, when you go through the dark night of the soul, you come out, you are a baby spiritual being, okay? And little by little you will learn. When you learn your lessons, you will become stronger. You will learn when something like that happens, how do you respond? How do you respond? The process that you have to go through. Do you understand? That you need to ground yourself, your emotions, so you don't give yourself to panicking, you don't give yourself to fear, you don't give yourself to overthinking and creating scenarios in your head. Excuse me. This smoke went on my throat. So do not create scenarios in your head, because as I explained in the other reading also, and this one also, your mental is really important that you keep it high vibrational. Do you understand? You can say, yes, this is the situation now, but this is just a situation. It will change. I can change this. I can transmute it. I can transform it. Whatever it is. So you have to ground your emotions. You have to ground yourself so your emotions stay balanced. It doesn't matter if it's not in balance for a while, but you need to manage to rebalance it. Do you understand? Especially your sign determine how do you deal with these emotions. Like fire signs are very explosive, so it's possible they get angry and it's just like that, and after they come down, they process the thing and they find their balance, okay? While water signs are not getting angry, they get like a nervous breakdown, they crying, they're desperate, they like helpless, they look like they this clinginess. Do you understand? Water signs react like that. Air sign, earth sign react differently. So you need to study your signs. How do you react when there is a situation like that will come up, and you have to rebalance it so you won't slide into the karmic ways. Do you understand? And after, buried in earth, transference, transmuting. There are energies, negative energies that you do not want in your life. You have to learn to transmute it. I see it already in other videos when I was on the spiritual attack, and I was so angry for the injustice that's happened to me again and again and again, and I thought it will never end because it's just injustice, 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 injustice. It's like I can't breathe, you know. I was fucking angry. I had the knowledge to hit back. I had the knowledge to use dark energies. I could destroy my enemy in 2 or 3 days if I use dark energies, because I have such a knowledge. And I went in a spiritual bath and I was crying to God and universe. And I said, God, I do not want to be like them. I do not want to use their energy. I do not want to do like them. And it was a spiritual bath, so it's purified me, and God came and helped me. The angels came and helped me, my spiritual guides, my ancestors, the universe, the source, and it was a huge transformation. But you need to transmute those negative energies. I'm not saying you won't feel it, because you will. You are human. You're supposed to feel things like that, but you have to transmute them. We have here the journey, imagination. Again, we get back to the mind. Again, this is, I already talked about. Do not paint a disaster in your life, because that's what you will create, honey. They send you a letter that you have a debt. You have to pay $10,000, $20,000, $100,000, whatever. Your business is bankrupt. You have to pay out, I don't know how many money. Don't start creating, my God, I go to prison. My God, how I'm going to do that? I lose my house. I lose my family. I lose this. Yes, you will, because that's what you're creating. Start using your mind and creating that you came out of this debt. You did came out of this debt. And after, this will bring into a movement, a kind of mentality that you will find your way how to get out of the debt. Do you understand? You will find a way that you never ever seen before. Or you will create that people will come and help you. Not talking about people who give you money, honey. No. I talk about many times the grilled chicken won't fly into your mouth. You have to create it yourself. Okay, we have here the sea creatures. I had that in the other reading also. Immersion is simply, you have to immerse yourself in spirit, in universe, God, source, whatever religion you have a connection with your God, and you immerse yourself with God. You become one with Him. You escape there to recharge your battery, to become more powerful, to take your burdens off. And then your spiritual team, your ancestors, your spirit guides, whoever divinity you work with. While me, I work with angels and archangels. Your spirit team, you send them out. You send them out to fix this situation. You understand? Also, some spirit guides and ancestors comes to into your life on your side to teach you wisdom, and this wisdom will give you the solution how you can really get out of it. You understand? So you need to listen to them. I was a part of a reunion recently, and they were witches there, okay? Witches on the light side now. And not just witches, they were other people who are spiritual, but not witches, okay? And the spiritual leader who was leading this reunion, we were talking about when you're spiritually not strong enough and you do spiritual work that is above you, you do more harm to yourself. And that's when baby witches do shitty things, and after it's backfire, and after they ruin their own life. Okay? And it was really interesting. As a medium, I experienced this because sometimes spirit guides and ancestors are on your side, so you can feel their presence. And you can start panicking. Oh my God, somebody sent a demon, somebody sent a negative entity on me. And you start doing prayers or rituals to banish them, to send them away. But in reality, This is not a negative entity, but a light being. Or one of your ancestors who's there to help you. So what you're doing is sending away somebody who was sent to you to help you. You understand? So when you don't have the maturity and a capacity to distinguish in a spiritual realm what is on your side and what is not, please do not do spiritual work. That is shit, because you ruin your life. And I was a witch who said that, oh, I did this ritual and after I lost my house, I lost my kids, I lost everything. And these spiritual leaders say that yes, because probably you sent away an ancestor who was there to protect you. So do not do all kind of spiritual work when you do not have the knowledge and a maturity to do that. Do you understand? Because sometimes they are there to help you. Right, guys. Okay, what else, Spirit, do you want to say? Because it's long, it's more than an hour again. Okay, let's see the angels cards. And after we finish. Right. Excuse me. Archangel Mariel, manifest for the highest good. Work with pure love. This is really important. When you work with pure love, your intention will be good. Always good. Do you understand? So you won't go astray. When you manifest, not for the highest good, but for your ego, like you want to manifest, I don't know, that you win the lotto, $10 million, or whatever, and what is your intention? Why do you want to manifest that? Yes, you want to give to your family, you want to give, you want to buy a house, car, whatever, pay out your debt. After, what will you do with that money? Will you organize parties with drug and alcohol and all shitty things and all kind of babes in your bed and things like that? That is the riches for you? That is the power? That is the happiness for you? Or you want this money to create something beneficial for the highest good? You understand? If you use some of this money to create something that is for the highest good, you will keep on the energy flow in your money. So your money that you created won't be lost, but it will be renewed again and again. Maybe it will become more and more even. But when you waste this energy, you let it just go wherever it wants, and in karmic people, well, it will never come back to you. Do you understand? Archangel Christine, accept the Christ light. Act with wisdom and loving compassion. Well, that is Jesus Christ's energy. Wisdom and loving compassion. When, well, in every religion there is some truth, okay? So here they're talking about this energy that usually Jesus Christ represents is wisdom and loving compassion. Loving compassion, okay? Archangel Charity, give with an open heart, be generous. I always bring up the zakat that is come from a Muslim religion, where they say that once a year you have to give back to people who needs whatever they need. You always have to give. So if you are poor, nothing else, that's what you can see that Muslim people start cooking and giving food to people who are in need, or some people buying clothes, buying toys, and giving to poor people. But it is said that you have to give your best. So don't give clothes that is rugged, or don't give toys that piece of it missing, but you give the best. And if you earn $5,000 per month, don't give $10, because $10 is nothing for you. Give 100 or 1,000 or whatever, you know, but something in quality. When you earn $500, $600 per month, or $800 or 1,000, and you give 100, it's a huge sacrifice, and it's something really universe see your sacrifice, and it will come back. Do you understand? Like if you are homeless, you have $50 and you give $10, it's a huge sacrifice. It's much more higher sacrifice than a milliardaire will give, I don't know, $10,000. In the eyes of the universe, what the homeless give, the $10 is much more than a milliardaire give $10,000. You understand? So you have to give according your situations and your best. And that is generosity. Generosity is not that when you have $5,000 per month and you give $10. That is not generosity, because it's nothing for you. You understand? Sorry, I don't know why the position the camera changed. Anyway, my last cards. Archangel Haniel. Seek soul satisfaction. Fan a flame of inner happiness. That is the key. Soul satisfaction. But I have to tell you now, right now, if your enemies take your financial stability away from you, you will be on a street. How can you vibrate on high? Tell me, how can you be high vibrational? You can't. You can't focus on your spirituality. You can't focus on your soul satisfaction, because you have to worry about what to eat, where to sleep. That's why, in the same time you are spiritual, you have to protect what is yours and your manifestation. Do you understand? Because it gives a security and a safety for your spiritual development, your destiny, and your gifts. And you have to keep this flame of happiness. This is really complicated, because you can slide into the karmic way. Because when somebody is materialistic, that is the karmic way. But you have to be in a certain way, keep your stability. Do you understand? And fight for it. But you should not glitz into be materialistic. This is a perfect harmony and a perfect balance that everybody needs to learn. Okay? Well, guys, this is my second readings for today. I hope you like it. Press a thumb up if you want. I think it will be available to watch it again tomorrow, because it takes one day, I don't know why, for YouTube to put it up after the live reading. So I don't know if you can access to my description box right now. Maybe you can't. If you can't, well, come back a day later and you will find all the details in the description box, okay? For Patreon also, how you can become a member. The link is there. And next weekend, I will do the energetic meditation about healing. It's mainly spiritual healing. emotional healing that I will concentrate on. After, if you might heal from physical problems, well, it's an extra bonus, but it's you who will do it, not me. Okay. Well, it's available only for Patreon members. When you become a Patreon members, you send me your email that you want to be part of it, and I will send you a link when the live session will be on. Okay. Anyway, thank you for watching. Give a thumb up, please, and also if you haven't subscribed to my channel, I would really appreciate if you would do. And thank you for taking your time to watch this video. Thank you. Take care. Bye.